Alright, here's the motherboard to a Genesis Model 1 from a console lot I got. So the inside of this thing was very, very filthy. I'm pretty surprised it even powered on when I was testing it. And then looking at the motherboard too, it looks like there's a bunch of corrosion and crap over here. And yeah, over on the side, which isn't going to really affect the circuitry, but also it looks like there's a bunch going up here and down here too. So yeah, I'm guessing this thing has some water damage at some point. The inside of it too was just disgusting. There was a bunch of rust over the RF shield, and there was a bunch of gunk and crap laying at the bottom. The reset button was just plastered with gunk stuck down. So yeah, I cleaned that all out. I have that over drying right now. And also this capacitor looks like it has a bit of rust on top here, so I'm just gonna take this out and replace it. I have a bunch of this rating anyway, so may as well just get that out of there. So yeah, looks like tomorrow I'll start trying to clean up this crap. I'll probably just solder this out and try to clean up under there. I'll clean up this a bit. Probably gonna also have to desolder this and clean it up around here too. Yeah, make sure none of the traces in here are damaged, and hopefully I can get it working. So yeah. Alright, so I took out this ferrite bead right here, like I said I was gonna do. And that rust actually cleaned off pretty easily, so that's good. Doesn't look like anything's damaged here. So I'll put that back in. I still got another few parts I want to take out, like this guy over here, probably other crap, because that stuff's kind of stuff's kind of all over the place. Yeah, this jack right here, the AV jack. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm going to be working on, just cleaning this crap up, putting everything back in. Hope it turns out alright. Alrighty, I'm pretty much done over here. Looks a lot better than what it looked like when I first started on it. I just had to take a few components out. I took this out, which is linked to the power jack. I took the volume slider out here for the headphones. I took this cap out so I could clean around here a bit better. And yeah, it doesn't look too bad now. And then these metal plates here, metal plating, I just used some fine steel wool to scrub it off real quick. I'm not too worried about those, obviously. But yeah, it looks pretty decent. Don't really want to spend any more time on this. From what I've looked up, this Genesis Model 1 here is one of the crappier versions that no one really cares about, so this thing probably isn't even worth spending too much time on, but yeah. I'm waiting for a copy of a Genesis game I ordered to come in. I'll put this back together, and when that gets here, I'll test it out and see if this thing plays anything. Alright, so I got the Genesis Model 1 here partially hooked up, just hooked up to the power here. We're gonna plug this classic into it, Barkley Shut Up and Jam. I remember the second one fondly from my childhood. That's all I have to say about this game. So yeah, I will show you that it is working to an extent. Hopefully. So I have it hooked up to the headphones, and I will explain why in a second. See if you can hear that. And you definitely hear sound coming out of there. Okay, so yes, it's kind of working. I'm not 100% sure if it's fully working. So I was having issues getting this game to load at all at first. I checked the cartridge slot, and there was a very corroded pin right around there, so I kind of scraped the corrosion off a bit, and then it started working. And the cable I got, the composite cable I got, was in pretty rough shape. It had a few knots in it, so let me just find like one of the spots here. Yeah, so this thing is not in great shape. So I was not getting any video feed when I hooked it up to my TV, and that may very well be why. It might be something wrong with the Genesis still, but I can't be sure with the cable that's in this rough of shape, so I'm gonna have to order something else and see if that gives me any video output. But, you know, besides that, it is kind of working for now. So yeah, the cleanup, if there were any problems, the cleanup seemed to have helped fix them. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And hopefully I'll be getting a cable in fairly soon, and I will add that on when I get it. So yeah. Alrighty, I was taking a look over this cable. I was planning on taking apart at some of the rough parts and just resoldering it back together so I could use it just to test this guy. And when I took this apart, I noticed that one of the pins is missing in there, so it's not making a connection to this part of the adapter. And when I did a continuity test and stuck my lead in and touched that pin in there and touched the video cable on the other end, yeah, it made a connection, so that seems to be the reason this isn't working at all. So I think I'm gonna actually just try to solder something in there so I can plug this in and make a connection, probably a capacitor leg or something. So yeah, I guess I'll do that and see if I can get the audio and video working. Alright, so I unclipped the capacitor leg and I basically just shoved it in there and put it back together. I didn't bother soldering it for now. I can worry about that later. But yeah, I already gave it a quick test run. A lot of noise there, but as you can see, we can now play Barkley Shut Up and Jam on this Genesis. God damn it, Tom. Get out of the fucking way. Tom! You little shit. Get down here, Tom. Yeah, jump down. Tom. Hey! Tom!